Hello, 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 everybody. How are we all doing? Welcome to day 12. Thank you so very much. We are very excited for today. Guys, this is day 12, and we have 3 more days to go. I am very excited. Our speaker is right here at the back end, and this is the Building Stability Series Day 12 with the ValueMast Global team. The team are here at the back end, and we are sorry that we did not use the initial link. It happened that we kind of made a bit of a mess of everything, so we are just trying to get back up. So we started the live session and then it was a mistake. We're trying to wait for something. We we had to come back out and now we are back again. So guys, how are you all doing today? Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we are talking about what it takes for you and I to actually join the people that create rituals that work for us. Okay, guys, in a bid to make sure that every single person joins in, we are going to wait until 5:40 and so that we can have everyone join in. Please, our speaker, kindly bear with us. It was our mistake. However, we are willing to make corrections. So please bear with us. Just give us 1 more minute and we are going to get right into the conversation. However, if you are live, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments and let's get right into the conversation in the next 1 minute. Hello, every single person. Welcome to BSS Day 12 for the Building Stability series. Like I told you, like I said, that we have, pledged to bring to you 15 purpose driven speakers to speak on 15 topics that grinds you, that brings you closer to your personal stability. And I've always said to those that are close to me that personal stability is the foundation of your life. However, personal branding is the communication of that foundation. So every single time you start to think of, oh, I want to build something, please build stability before you start to build a brand because stability helps to keep your brand grounded. All right, guys, this is 5:40, and I want to say a very big thank you to my speaker for today, Joy Iseoluwa Odunjo. She is an amazing young woman, and I am very grateful to her for being patient with us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much for today. And now I am going to go right into today's conversation. We are going to be talking about something very important. There is a book I read sometimes back, I think that was last year. The book was written by Sir Elisha Maman. And in that book, it said that life is made of memories. And so everything that is made up of your life are called memories. However, memories are made all through the day. And so that means that you need to build a life that you can manage in the morning, in the evening, and every week so that you have beautiful memories to think about, so that you have beautiful memories to keep you going. And that is what the power of rituals can do for you. We're not saying routines now. This is not about your routines. We are talking about rituals, things that are non-negotiable for you. It makes it easy for you to build a life that you can manage using your morning, using your evening, using your afternoon, even using your week. make sure that you sit tight in this session. And then I am going to go right into reading my speaker's bio. And today I have Joy Iseoluwa Odunjo. Joy Iseoluwa Odunjo is a social entrepreneur, content creator, and health enthusiast dedicated to empowering individuals and communities to thrive. With a passion for community development, Joy crafts engaging content, plans effective initiatives, and helps build vibrant communities. And as an integral personnel at wherever and whatever she finds to do. She leverages our expertise to help individuals bridge the gap between knowledge and action, empowering them to make informed choices about their growth through our work at Wistart Academy and various community engagements. Joy fosters stability and inclusivity, driving positive impact and empowering individuals to achieve their aspirations. Our effort is touching lives, promoting wellness, social responsibility, and continuous growth. She is guided by faith, integrity, and excellence, and our commitment to service shines through in our work and volunteerism. And with that, I would like to say thank you so much, Joy, for being here today and being a part of this beautiful conversation. I am going to bring you on stage now, and you can get right into this. Welcome, Joy. You're now on stage. Please, you can have the control floor.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome. Good evening, everybody. Good
Good evening,
evening,
Ma.
Value Global community. It's a
Thank
pleasure to
you.
be here. I'm
Yes,
so excited to be a
we're
part.
glad to have you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the welcome. All right, first off, I won't fail to acknowledge the brain and even the team behind this this move. I'm grateful. Really, the first time I had, okay, not like I had met Miss Balkis before, but then uh the flow of our conversation and the flow of our interaction has just been a very good one for me. I could feel the warmth that she brings up, and it has just been a cool she has been a cool person to interact with, and then bringing up this invite of being part of the speakers for this stability series. I do not take it for granted. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I also
Thank
celebrate
you.
the team behind
Thank
this.
you.
I'm very grateful. Thank you for having me on board.
Thank
So,
you so much.
as yes, ma'am, thank you. So, as she has rightly introduced and opened up the floor about what we'll be talking about today, still on the series of building stability, and it's been 11 days of intentional learning, because even days I was not able to join live, I had always gone back to rewatch, and it just been a whole lot of building up for me, and I guess for every other person that has been on this call. So it will just be a continuation of what we've been learning over the days. So today I'll be speaking on designing days that reflect your priorities, and I'm talking on the power of rituals. Like Ms. Balkis has rightly mentioned and introduced in the beginning, of how rituals are actually different from routines. They are different from habits that you have to do the same way every time you have to get on that task or that particular thing. Rituals are more flexible, let me put it that way. There are more flexible things that you get to engage in that still adds up and makes you achieve the goal at the end of the day. They are just there are things that you can manage, and can there are meaningful things that are manageable, let me put it like that. Rituals are meaningful things that are manageable. You don't have to do it the same way. You don't have to be rigid about rituals, right? So that's basically the foundation of what I'll be building up this evening, and I just trust that everybody's on the same page and we're able to engage effectively to have a good objective and aim at the end of the day. So yeah, kindly switch to the next slide, please. Thank you. So my introduction says, imagine waking up every morning feeling energized, motivated, and aligned with the life you're living. That feeling of, oh, yesterday I was able to finish up this task at work. I was able to reach out to this family member. I was able to meet this need, and all of those things that you've lined up for your day. The feeling of, oh, it's a brand new day. I'm feeling refreshed. I want to start out even on a good energy. That energy and all of those things, those thoughts, is really what we want to delve into today. And it's just the way we would say 60 seconds make a minute, right? 60 minutes will make an hour. That's how our rituals and this particular topic would, that's how I want it to mean, and yeah, to mean to us this evening. How that successful days, days that you're able to achieve, and days that you feel energized, everything should just be like a build up on a regular basis. That, oh, you said, okay, this today I was able to achieve this. When you're reflecting, I was able to, hello, okay, thank you, I was able to do this, and then it keeps building up like that. And the feeling of satisfaction, as it were, comes in, and feeling of, yes, you are making good progress. Might not be too much sometimes, but then you know you are making good progress by applying all of those things that you've drafted out and you've planned out for each of your days, right? And it continues to say, it's a life that truly reflects. When you wake up to that type of mood, that type of feeling, it will reflect your values, your passions, and your priorities, right? So please, next slide. All right. So after the introduction I've successfully given, I would like to just give you the bullet and the key point of what we would be discussing on this evening. And I have here on the slide defining your priorities. We're speaking on the power of rituals, how that a designed day will result into a designed life, and how that sustainability, sustaining all of those practice is essential. Sustaining it in the place of consistency and all of those things is very important. And then we'll be going to reflect together before we'll be calling it a day. And if there are any questions, I'll be so glad to respond to them, and then we'll just talk about every other thing I have to inform us about this evening. All right, so the first point says defining your priorities. So I would like to define priorities as things that are non-negotiable, using the word that Ms. Balkis used when she was introducing how that priorities are non-negotiable things for you. There are things that, oh, today won't be a good day as it were if I have not done all of these things. And while I was preparing and checking out, okay, what are the things that people can form priorities around? Priorities can come in the place of your family, like family time. You could get to prioritize your family time. You could get to prioritize your belief, your religious activities. I hope you can still hear me. If you can hear me, please let me see your emojis in the comment section.
I can hear you, I can hear you, I can hear you, but we have a bit of issues with the slide, so it will be back up very soon, please. But we can hear
All
you.
right. All right. Thank you so much for the feedback. So I was saying people could form priorities around their family, they could form priorities around their work. If they were students, they could form priorities around their academy, the quality time they have to spend with reading in order to get an expected result. People get to form priorities around different things, their hobbies or things they love to do around their pleasure, for leisure, and all of those things, right? And I would say priorities are things that you want to, at the end of the day, you want it to be something that is audible about you, something that is loud about you. Your priorities is what you want to be known for, as it were, right? I have here on my slide, let me try and get my own here. Sorry. Because I actually want everybody
It's
to
all right.
be on.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Just give us a minute. Don't stress yourself. Just give us a minute. We are working on it now. Just give us a minute.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so it's back up. You're on
Okay, it's back up. Thank you so much.
slide 3.
Slide 4, I
Yeah.
guess, or 3. 3. All right. It's the next one after this. All right. Thank you so much. So I said priorities are things that At the end of the day, you want it to be, oh, this is what I'm known for. The part of you that you want to be loud and audible. I have on the slide, it says priorities serve as guiding force, because the more you see, okay, this thing, this is the end point of it, the more you keep visualizing it, thinking through it, and putting necessary actions that will align with it, it just makes sense at the end of the day, right? I said here that it's like setting a compass for your life. It's something that once you get a hold of it, then you put it into small activities, as it were. You break it down. Okay, what can I do that will align with my purpose, that will align with my priority towards getting this thing done? So I would like to say priority is like that. It's like setting a compass for your life, looking into what's truly important, prioritizing it. I had read a book last year, that's Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, and he just meant he stated a whole lot of things that will help people to stay on track in living a meaningful and purposeful life. And so I could probably just get to refer to it once in a while, even as we go. So I'll say priorities are those things that are just way important. They are your non-negotiables. You can't negotiate them with anybody. Your family time, oh, you prioritize this family, this thing is important to you. You have to reach out. Is it your parents? Is it your siblings? Oh, you have to check in on this thing. This thing aligns to my purpose. I have to get on this and all of those things. So your priorities will just, it will reflect the values. What are those values that you uphold? Do you uphold uprightness? Are you a faithful person? Are you somebody that is honest? You hate lies. And so your priorities would even just delve into those values of yours, and it will inform you. Your values will now inform your priorities. Okay, as a person that you don't like to, you don't like dishonest things, you don't like dishonest persons, and you will just be like, oh, I have to set my priorities towards that. I can't be found in this type of a setting. I can't be found in this type of doing this type of thing, right? So it just helps you stay aligned. It helps you stay on course, right? And it boils down to the fact that you are able to draft out, okay, what are those things that matters to me? What are those things that are important to me? Who are those people that are important to me that I know, okay, as this day go, as this week goes, there are persons that I have to reach out to. I have certain discussions to have with this person, and it just makes your life align. It makes you walk in a stable direction, right? So those are what priorities are. They guide you. They help you stay on track. They help you stay on course. Please, the next slide. Kindly help with the next slide, please. All right. So I had mentioned that I'll be referring to Brian Tracy's word there. Yeah, he mentioned he had quoted that there is never enough time to do everything, but there is always enough time to do the most important thing, right? You can't be ominidua. You can't be somebody that does everything every time. Your priorities, like I said, there are things that just guide you, that makes you stay aligned. Let's talk around beliefs, your belief system. Your priority on a daily basis should be to pray, speak to your creator, tell him about your plans, tell him about yourself, right? Interact. It should be a priority for you to, oh, I can't start this day without God. And so you kickstart your day by speaking with God, as it were. And like he quoted here, he said, there's never enough time to do everything. You can't say you are the same person that wants to create ample time to speak with your creator. Okay, you have work to be had. Like adding time, making your activities for each day be time bound and all. You can't be doing you can't be found anywhere. So your priorities will help you know that, okay, this is what I should be doing at this time. This is what I should be found doing at specific times of the day, right? This is what you should be involved in. You can't be everywhere, you can't do everything, but there is that enough time to do the most important thing. And the place of planning comes in priorities. You have to plan it. Okay, this thing is priority for me, praying is priority for me, eating is priority for everybody. Nobody would be up and doing or stay healthy without eating, right? Oh, this is priority for me. I'm looking towards you. Are you a student looking towards bagging a degree in law and all of those things, you should know that reading is priority for you, right? So there's a place of planning and a place of putting out time to attend to the important things in life. And that's what Brian Tracy really referred to and mentioned there, that you can't do everything. Don't encompass yourself, or don't put a lot of burden on yourself. Don't burden yourself. Don't weigh yourself down with a lot of things to achieve, right? But then you set priorities and create time. How long will it take you to grasp this? Understand yourself. How long will it take you to grasp this particular thing? Oh, if I read for like 3 hours, then I should be able to get the main thing for me in this course. And so you just schedule and take out time to read, to prioritize that particular thing, and you avoid distractions also. So it's just an emphasis on the place of creating time to do the important things, that there's enough time to do that thing that is important, that is worthy of being built upon and being known for at the end of the day. So please, the next slide. Thank you. So I had stated here that there are essential 7, and I will be going ahead to explain them one after the other. I have here clarity, purpose, balance, consistency, efficiency, well-being, intentionality. These 7 things put together will help one to prioritize properly, will help one to build a life of, like, will help you to understand the power of rituals, as it were. And say, mentioning rituals now, or stating what rituals could mean, right? I had mentioned earlier that rituals are not habits. They are just things. Okay, I have to exercise. Rituals are, they are clearly stated, right? But in putting it into action or in carrying them out, they can be flexible. I want to make an instance of someone that has decided that, okay, I would exercise on a daily basis, and on days that they wake up feeling a slight cold or feeling down, instead of you to now do that actual thing, okay, is it weight you want to lose, instead of you jogging or carrying weights, because of the way you had woken up on that particular day, you could just resort to doing something flexible by, okay, let me just do a little bit of sit up, let me just take a walk, instead of habitualizing it, instead of putting it at, oh, being rigid about it, right? It just takes being flexible. It takes you to understand, okay, power of rituals, I still did it, the sense of achieving it is still there, but might not be in the way I had planned to do it. So that's what I will be connecting this essential 7 things to, and I'll just go ahead to explain what each means and how we can apply it to our individual lives in building stability. So I'd say I have here clarity. Clarity, I would like to explain clarity as having a sense of purpose, having clear understanding of that thing that you intend to achieve, right? It's about you knowing your goals. Okay, this is what I'm set out to achieve. My goal is to be be part of the top 10 in the health industry. My goal is to be part of the scholars of my department and all of those things. You visualizing it, having that clarity, knowing that place that you are going, then when you would be able to now sit down to say, okay, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do in achieving this plan, in achieving this thing that is on my head, right? With clarity we would make informed decisions. With clarity we will make better decisions and stay focused on what matters. We'll be able to plan and stay focused on what matters, right? I have here also purpose. Said purpose will be the reason. Purpose is the reason why you are doing what you are doing. Okay, I want to be, you've gotten the clarity of how, oh, you want to be part of the scholars in your department. And what is the reason? The reason is that, oh, maybe the people from your side, they've been tagged that, oh, this person, this set of people, they don't do so well. There's like a, it's not stigma, I would like to put it now, but there's been like a track record of people not doing too well, and you just want to break that record, right? Break that record. And so you would have that reason, you have that strong reason to hold up onto. We have that strong reason to push you. It will be like a driving force behind all the things that you do. So when moments when your flesh, as it were, now is telling you, please just do this one, hang out, you know how to block time, as it were, towards achieving that purpose. You know how to create time, you know how to plan towards achieving that purpose. So that's where purpose comes in. It's very essential for you to know the reason why you're doing what you are doing. It helps to get direction, it helps to provide meaning towards achieving what you want to achieve, right? I also have here balance. Balance is like finding an healthy space, like an healthy mix of the different things of different areas of your life. We know for a normal woman, we have our spiritual lives to work on, or say to live out. We have the sense of believing in a creator. We have our relationships around friends, family, loved ones, as it were. We have our health to see into. We have our personal growth, and basically all of our routines, all of our daily activities, how we can design our life, it still boils around all of these things. There's the work life that we have to see into and all of those things. And the place of just balancing is very important. Balancing will help you prioritize. It will help you allocate time and energy accordingly. Okay, know that in the morning you have to sit your spiritual self, you have to pray, you have to get a sense of, oh, there's a creator and there's a place of him leading you. I had gone to a boarding school, and so for I know that most persons on this call would be either Christians or say Muslims, and I have gotten to interact with a lot of persons by growing and by the different places I've been at. I know how that there are stipulated times of prayer for the Muslim brethren, right? And so the place of saying, yeah, you have to wake up, you have to attend to this, is something that you have to get done, because I would say a missed time with your creator can alter the move of your day, regardless of how you plan. Submitting and surrendering, no, okay, you know it all, you have it all, help me, and all of those things would help every individual get a glimpse and get a hold of how the day is to go. And so the place of balancing your spiritual life, the place of balancing and using time, setting necessary and appropriate time towards what is to be carried out or what is to be done, is very vital and is very important in actualizing and in getting things done, right? I also have here consistency. Consistency means showing up. Consistency means showing up. Like Miss Balkis had mentioned, she mentioned from a book she read of how it's important to get stability because it helps you build effectively. You can't say you want to start building a brand without first building stability as a person. You have to be a leader of yourself before you say you want to be a leader of a brand or say a community, a leader of a people, as it were. Be a leader of yourself. Get consistent with those things you want to push out to people to learn and to imbibe of those values you want to instill in your audiences, right? Everybody has their own audiences. Not all audiences or not all people, age brackets and say calibers of people can be your audience, but there are specific audience for the different things you want to push out there. So the place of getting it well and getting to know it as an individual, getting to build a stability as a way, as a person, would help you to lead others effectively. And it can only be gotten in the place of getting it right and building consistency. You would gather, you would practice, as a way. It takes practice, and you practice as a way to get all of those to get stable, right? You practice the necessary rituals, you practice the necessary tasks and things you want to push out there by your own self, have a story to share. It will help you stay authentic, as it were, to the audience that you are being directed or you are hoping to get at the end of the day. So the place of building all these routines would support your growth. The place of consistency, it will help you make progress. You would be ahead as you've planned out tasks for a particular day. In the next day, you'll be able to track it to know that, okay, I have done this, I have this is the next line of action. It will help you. Consistency will just help you make progress. It will help you build momentum, and it will help one to achieve stability in life, right? Also, I have efficiency. Efficiency will mean getting things done effectively. In this efficiency, I would like to refer to the remote part of my life, the fact that I work remotely. And, in doing remote work, there will be there will be less distraction. That's quite all right. There are some good part of doing remote work, less distractions, and say you have control over your workspace and work time. Unlike people that go physically to their workplaces and you just have to sit. There are no breaks, as it were. Say God should help you. You should be like a bank official. It's only, I guess, it's just because I have somebody there. It's just once in a while that they just get to stand and excuse themselves. But working remotely affords me the time to have a control over my work time. And I'm saying that to explain the place of efficiency. Efficiency would mean getting things done quickly. Yes, there are days that I've set out time to say, okay, I have this task to do. I have to attend to this set of customers. I have to do this registrations and all of those things. And I'll be like, okay, so in like 1 hour, I should achieve it. And I'm a person that really works with my alarm, and I'll just be like, okay, 1 hour, my alarm is set, and I kickstart on the particular task, right? And upon doing it, sometimes I get to finish up depending on the numbers, as it were. This one even has to do with numbers. Depending on the numbers, I get to finish up quite early sometimes. And sometimes the 1 hour I even get exhausted, and I may just be halfway done and I still have more things to do. I still have more registrations or things to work on, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, leaving this particular task, what is the consequences? Can I pick it up to the time I'll be allocating to it tomorrow, or do I really have to get to do it again, right? So when I ask myself such questions, okay, how fast or how demanding or how urgent is this particular task? Well, there are tasks that are urgent, especially when you're working with people, but then there's a place of also, as part of priority attending to work, there's a part of your own self, your self-development. Maybe you've planned out time to take courses, or you plan out time to read or do some other things as planned out for the day, right? There's a place of understanding the urgency of that which is to be done. So I'm explaining efficiency in line on the fact that it has to be built, right? Today, the task of getting things done in a few minutes, right? You might feel like, oh, I was not able to do it within 1 hour. Tomorrow I try again. What are those things that you check it? What are those things that made this to lag? What are those things that were obstacles towards achieving this goal in this set time, right? It's a place of building. Maybe for somebody that does exercise, or you skip how many counts. People get to use timers and counters for carrying out activities, and just, okay, I was able to achieve 52 jumps in 12 minutes, or say 15 minutes. Tomorrow you go again, and efficiency is just being built there, right? Efficiency will help you use time and help you use resources wisely. It will help you achieve less. It will help you achieve more in less time, right? To help you to focus on eliminating distractions. At that time, I even used to have some pop-ups. I just be like, oh, some pop-ups are not even necessary in carrying out my work, right? I have to turn off these notifications. I have to do this thing, and it just helps you to get better in knowing how to allocate times to what you do. It helps you to get better and work better. That's how efficiency comes in a place of designing your days and designing your life as a whole, right? Also, I have well-being. The place of well-being is very essential. I had mentioned that for everybody to stay healthy, there's a place of eating. So there's a part, there's a part of you that has to create time. Okay, how long does it take me to eat? That kind of a thing, as it's not trivial now, but as little it may sound that eating, everybody eats. It's just something we should factor in being able to track our time, in being able to track our achievement at the end of the day. Okay, how long did it take me to eat? How long did it take me to relax, or to take breaks? How long did it take me to get rest? For medical people would say the not maximum now, but a good sleep time is 7 to 8 hours. So do you prioritize your sleep? Do you prioritize your well-being? It takes a good and functioning body to carry out activities, to set goals and work towards achieving them. So your well-being is also part of the essential things to look into in designing your life and in upholding your priorities, upholding your goals, and getting to work towards them, right? And lastly, I have intentionality. I would like to slash, they are basically not the same thing, but I would like to slash it together because it was not added while I was preparing this slide. Intentionality and the place of discipline, right? There's a place of intentionality and there's a place of discipline. Intentionality will help you to be deliberate. It will help you to stay focused, that it means you have set out these objectives, you have created this plan, and then these are the consistent action that you can do towards achieving it. It will help you stay on track. It will help you work with precision, as it were. Okay, I'm intentional about doing this thing regardless, come what may, right? You're intentional about doing it. You have to mark that particular task done at the end of the day. So it takes intention. You might not feel like it sometimes, you might not, you might not want to do it, as it were, but then it takes intentionality to get such a thing done. And I had mentioned discipline. Discipline is about bridging the gap, right, between your goals and achievements and what you have to put into it. It still boils down to place of showing or being disciplined that this thing I really have to do it. It will help you overcome procrastination, being disciplined that I might not feel like it, I might not even have an iota of motivation to go right into it, but then you have to stay disciplined in achieving that success or that planned out goal. Thank you. Please, the next slide. Thank you. So now we move to the power of rituals, right? Power of rituals. And on the slide, I have a table that shows how to map out morning rituals, evening rituals, and even weekly rituals, more like the things to help you and guide you towards planning it out and working in accordance with what you've planned out, right? So under the morning rituals, I have a structured start, right? That you've planned out, you have them written out, as it were, morning rituals. I made an illustration of how 60 minutes will make, I don't know how it came, but then I'll still like to refer to it, that 60 minutes will amount to an hour, 60 seconds to 1 minute, 60 minutes will amount to an hour, and all of those things. So it takes planning out things, it takes drafting it out, as it were. And I guess I'll still, on the slide, I still have a part that talks about having tools that you use in planning. Now, you might be somebody that likes to journal or to take note, the use of sticky note and all of those things to plan out how you want to get this thing done, structuring it, writing it out, making a to-do list of the things you are set to achieve on a daily basis, right? So I have under the morning rituals of the place of structuring the start of the new day. Okay, I have to pray within this time. I have to do some chores. I have to get ready to work. This is the amount of time I'll spend on the road, on transit, before getting to work. This is the amount of time I'll spend before getting to school. Okay, my lectures are set out for this time. Just structuring it and knowing that every time of the day, basically, right, you are able to say, you're able to account for it at the end of the day. So the place of planning cannot be overemphasized in getting your rituals visible and getting it achieved. I also have the place of focused intention. Being focused is when you've not planned a day of gisting or where people don't plan gisting, but it comes. But you being conscious of the fact that, okay, this is how long I have to spare. It's my leisure time, so I can do this and all of those things. So this is what I mentioned intention as part of the essential file. And it's the place of being deliberate. Okay, I'm deliberate about doing this thing. It helps you take away procrastination. It helps you take away things that can stand as obstacles towards achieving things that you have to achieve at the end of the day. The fact that you have to do like a review of how the day went, you have persons around you to be accountable to, and all of those things will help you stay focused. It will help you put together a ritual that would help you stay focused. That's on the morning. That's setting out the time in the morning to achieve that thing that you're set to achieve, right? And a place of productivity, knowing that this thing you're not just staying engaged, but you're being productive. Is it book you are reading? Is your mind fixed on what you're doing, or on the book you're reading? Is your mind there? If it's requires you to take a short break and come back to it to stay focused, is there something on your mind that you really have to get rid of? There's a place of priming out your productivity and taking out time to say, okay, this is how I am set to achieve this particular task that I want to achieve, right? So that would all come under the planning that you have to carry out in the morning. It will come under that, and it will just help you. It will set the course for the day as it were. So under evening rituals, I have the wind down and reflection. The reflection you have to do on your day. Oh, this is how the day went. How did I manage my time on achieving this particular task? Was I able to spend ample time in my prayers, or say in your prayers as it were? Was I able to gain? What did I gain from reading today? Okay, this particular course, I had an issue from it before, and so I was able to read through, and this is what I have. More like you are reminding yourself. You are, would I call it meditation now? You are reflecting on how the day went, and okay, how will I put it now? Encouraging yourself that you've done well, and then there's room to do more, and all of those things. It's are things that we should that are worthy of being placed under the evening rituals, right? You get to reflect on how the day has gone and how everything went through, right? Played out, and then it will help you plan even the next day. I have here also consolidation and learning. Consolidation looks like a big English, but it's still a place of reviewing and reflecting on the experiences of the day, right? It will help you ask yourself questions like, okay, so how did I accomplish this today? What did I accomplish today? What challenges did I face? Okay, what will I do differently tomorrow or the next time I have to jump on this task, or I have to attend to this particular thing? And so it will help you to drive out the learnings you got from what you have done from the day, and how to properly apply your knowledge, or how to properly align your actions towards achieving it on the very next time you have to go to do it, right? So that's place of consolidation and learning, and it happens in the evening after everywhere is quiet, everybody has gone to lay down to rest and all of those things, so you get to reflect. And it also still boils down to the type of person that you are. Okay, are you a morning person, an early morning person, or you are a late night person? You have to understand how you work, how your system work, or what time do you have to yourself that okay, you can be drawn away from people, drawn away from distractions, and you get to reflect properly. So that's how that comes in. And I have here the preparation for success. Preparation for success, it does not really just happen in a day. It's something that is being built. So it's a continual thing. When you review, when you learn from how things are being carried out, and you just tell yourself, okay, this is how I have to do it the very next time. In the place of efficiency now, this is how I have to get better. This is really what I have to focus on and pay attention to towards achieving success. All right, weekly rituals I have here, it's strategic review. Are there persons here that okay, after a week you have said, this week, oh, this is what I want to achieve? After a week's journey, after a week's flow, you're able to strategically plan out, okay, this is how I want to achieve things in the next week. I know persons even used to plan out goals for the year. You break it into quarterly goals, break it into monthly goals. And so the place of weekly review, the place of checking it on like a weekly basis now, after you've even drafted it out, and of breaking it down into daily activities, then amounting and bringing it together into weekly basis is also very important, and it helps you to plan, to measure, as it were, measure what you are getting done, measure how much progress you are making, and a constant reviewing of how the week goes is just very important, and it's something that you can put in place. Okay, so how much weight have I lost in this time? How much how will I put it now? How much have I added up, for those of us that want to add up? How much have I achieved? How much book have I covered? Exam is in like 4 weeks time. How much have I covered? How can I, you would have first planned it out on how you can achieve it on a daily basis, and at the end of the week you just say, okay, so I've made this progress. It's just a place of measuring and reviewing strategically, right? It happens, it's something that we could plan out on a weekly basis. And recharging and rejuvenation, right, is a place of gearing up. Okay, so what are those obstacles I encountered? What can I put in place to achieve it better the next time I get on it? So it's a place of reinforcing yourself and recharging yourself towards achieving that purpose or achieving that plan. And like I say, yeah, habit reinforcement. Okay, this thing is betting out good result for me. The fact that I skip, the fact that I attend to this thing, the fact that I do it on a regular basis, even though it's not rigid, it's not stipulated the same way every time, but then you are reinforcing it on a weekly basis. Okay, so when I get on this task, when I get on this particular thing to do in the following week, I'm able to do it much better. I'm able to, okay, how can I compensate myself? I guess that's where reinforcement comes in. How can you compensate yourself in this that you are building? How can you appreciate yourself? Oh, I'm looking forward to achieving this. And so you tell yourself, you reinforce yourself, so let me give myself a nice treat, or all of those things, just like you are reinforcing it to help you do it better in the coming days, right? So that will be it on this table. Please, the next slide. Thank you. So here I have from the visuals here, it says sometimes later becomes never, do it now. And this just talks directly as regards your priorities. You can't leave, some things are non-negotiable. You can't leave some things undone. You might just end up being, okay, you not even attend to it at the end of the day. So don't let those tasks be left unattended to. Your non-negotiables, make sure to attend to them, make sure to see to them, and put yourself out there to get them done and achieve it. Put the right actions in place towards achieving it. So designing your day, which will result into designing your life, as it were. I have these 4 key points under it. The use of routine tools, like I said, the use of alarms could help. The use of to-do lists, those things that technology has brought in place, just all of those routine tools and things you have to use for yourself, your alarms, the setting of necessary structures and all of those things could help you design a fitting day. Okay, you have to get on this task, this is how you have to go about it. What are those things that you can put in place towards achieving it? So they are just tools that are being available. It could be physical tools or it could be virtual tools, as it were, that you just have to put in place to set as reminders towards achieving your set out goals and plans for each of your each day, on a daily basis and weekly basis in turn, like that. I also put here overcoming obstacle is something I had referred to earlier, of how obstacles are to be gotten rid of, right? It might not be entirely, but then the place of you saying, oh, this is what I plan to do on this day, and I encountered this issue Obstacles could come in forms of distractions. You just quickly just switch. They come like switch like that. And so there's a place of you overcoming them, being deliberate, being intentional, staying disciplined towards achieving your goals and your set out plans for on a daily basis, which in turn will make you stand firm as it were. It will even be to the end that people will now know that, oh, at this particular time you might not even be able to reach her or reach him. This person has drafted out this particular time to do this. People know you for what you stand for, that kind of a thing. So in designing your life, people have to know you for what you stand for. People have to know you for the things that you uphold. Let it, because you are trying to build something, you're building stability as regards in that regard. So people have to know what you stand for, and people have to just know it, right? People have to understand and see it for themselves. You necessarily don't even have to talk, or you just have to employ that firmness towards saying, okay, this is how I'm set to achieve this thing, and this thing right here is a distraction and I really have to get rid of it, right? So that's I also have the ripple effects. Yeah, ripple effects will be more of a positivity thing, that okay, once I'm able to get this thing done, this is the result that it brings to me. It helps me have an increased productivity. It helps you improve your well-being. You, as a young adult, that you've prioritized your sleeping and exercise. So the ripple effect is something that is on a positive side. You feel like, yes, you will be able to enjoy a good mental health. You'll be able to have a good sense of living as a way. You'll be able to do things as you've planned them out. It helps you even grow, learn new things, and explore as it were. So it's more on the positivity side, in not procrastinating, in making sure to do what you have to do at the time you have to do them. You get to achieve more in, and it just help you design a good day and a good life at the end of the day. And I have some success stories to share here. I had read up some persons that we could even trace how they've built up to the point that they are. And one of the person is Tony Elumelu. I read up on how it was not that he woke up one day to start his foundation. He didn't wake up. It was a steady building. It was a place of giving himself the information he fed himself, and how he has structured out his how he gave himself towards achieving and looking into all of the things that he instilled in himself to help him build a strong work ethic and a sense of discipline. I read of how he was a frequent not visitor now, but he was a frequent person at his mother's restaurant, and that's like a business actually. So there are things that he has looked into, there are things that he has imbibed from engaging and from visiting that place. There are things that, so probably had the goal of building a business empire or a foundation. Yeah, would have had it, because you cannot just wake up one day and just dream of something that big all of a sudden and just get it done, right? So it was a place of continuous building and reminder of himself that, oh, this thing is what I want to achieve. These are the problems he drafted out from what was happening around, and then he was able to get the right resources, meet the right persons towards building up towards that time. I just read a few information about it and I just saw how that, okay, it takes giving yourself to this particular thing, it takes being available to learn and to picture properly, to prioritize this thing as important towards achieving such a huge success he was able to achieve, right? So that's a success story from a business tycoon. Also, I had read on Chimamanda Ngozi, the great writer of this age and of this generation. She has a track record of different things that she has done. And I just saw from her story of how she had upholded strong values, right? The strong sense of, I have to educate myself, I have to learn, and the strong sense of, okay, these cultural values, these things are things that I've sensed and seen around. And so how do I help people have a grasp and get a thing. So before, she had fed herself so much to the point of now building herself as a brand in that regard. So those are just success stories to know that okay, we are not alone in this building thing. It might take time as a way, but then there's a place of consistency, and there's a place of being, of ritualizing it as a way of okay, steady steps, steady intentions, and steady plans would amount to the big picture at the end of the day. So please, the next slide. Thank you. So I also have another quote here from Stephen Covey. He had mentioned of how sowing a thought would help us to reap an action, and when we sow an action, we will reap a habit. When we sow a habit, we reap character, and when we sow a character, we reap destiny. So it's something that is progressive, right? I would illustrate and make an example of somebody that is looking at fulfilling destiny, say in a particular sector, and feeling like okay, having a picture of oh, this is somebody that is succeeding in this sector, and I want to build myself even towards that line, right? So thoughts will be like you are able to phantom it. There's a clarity of purpose as it were, that okay, this is what I'm set to achieve. Then the question of asking yourself, how am I set to achieve this aim? The thinking and the brooding over the particular thought. Are you open to build an institute, say maybe in the health sector, the place of okay, volunteering at some local places like a local events, familiarizing with yourself with the terms will be like an action that you have to take. You've sown the thought of okay, I want to become, right? So the place of planning, the place of putting yourself into systems and structures that will help you achieve that particular goal, and that, yes, say the destiny now, is very vital. And so you could just take out, map out and check out places you could work at or say volunteer at, and push yourself out there that okay, you're somebody ready to learn, ready to do this thing. And then after that, you establish like a consistent routine, a consistent ritual towards reminding yourself of those learnings you are getting from the actions that you are taking, right? So you establish a routine, a ritual in that regard. Are you looking at feeding up or doing getting healthy and fit as a way? You would adopt a very good habit, like a good diet. You prioritize the food that you have to eat and what not to eat, and you just give yourself to continuous building of that habit, to continuous building of that ritual. And then it will become a character. It will become part of you, something that you spend time doing, you consciously do. Now it will become a part of you that you'll be known for it. And in building character, there's a place of confidence. You are confident, you are unapologetic about that particular thing that you're doing, right? So it helps you to see yourself and get a deeper understanding of that thing that you are building on. It helps you to build character, it helps you get confidence as it were. And then in turn, after character is being built, in the place of consistency, in the place of being, putting yourself out and saying okay, this is what I stand for and all of those things, destiny is being ripped from them. And that place that started, that thing that started like a thought, you see yourself living it out, right? You see yourself, so it's more like a process of building stability. How that you thought of it, you are putting in the necessary actions towards achieving that, and it becomes just part of you. You keep building it and building it till you reach the particular goal that you want to reach. Please, the next slide. Yeah, so like sustaining the practice, more like being intentional about doing it, because there's power in consistency, right? And so you get to sustain, you keep sustaining that which you have imbibed as a person. There's another slide that buttresses on this better. Please, the next slide. Yeah, so like the mindset now, regular reflection and adjustment, as earlier stated, that the place of getting better, the place of applying, like being efficient about that thing that you are building, the place of getting better. So the place of how will I put it now, tuning your mindset towards achieving that thing, the place of tuning your heart towards that goal that you're set to achieve, a place of adjusting it over the time. Okay, I did it this way today, how can I do it better in the coming days? So there's a place of being regular about it, being consistent, building it effectively, and also the place of accountability. No man is an island, or what's the English to use now? No man is an island of knowledge, and no man is an a know-all person, right? So you have to have necessary circles that would encourage and help you stay on track, as it were. One of our speakers, was it 2 days ago, that's Mr. Zakaria, he had talked around building intentional circles. Your circles might necessarily not be your age brackets, or yeah, your friends that we are schooling together. They might not be able to give you the necessary support, as well. They could be part of it. There would just be few of your friends, as it were, that okay, they could contribute towards it. But let it not be that it's only those that are in your circle that would do that. Build accountability with those. That's where mentors come in. Mentors, say counselors, and as it were, the people that, like on a monthly, or that you can always tell, okay, this is what I was able to achieve. Building systems around what you are set out to achieve. Okay, I plan to do this is the goal I set out for this year, and this is how I broke it down. And let them give you counsels and more insights towards achieving what you're set to achieve. So there's a mindset of being accountable. It will help you stay on track, it will help you stay on course, and yeah, aligned to that which you want to. You don't get to take, not like there won't be breaks. There could be times that you have to go on breaks, but then there are persons that okay will tell you, you've done this, then this is the next thing to do, that just remind you and help you stay, and support you when necessary in getting, say, the resources that you have to put out, in linking you more like connections now also towards achieving that thing that you're set to achieve. The place of accountability is also very important. Thank you. Please, the next slide. All right, so my conclusion now, it says, by aligning your rituals with your priorities, that is, putting all of those routines, those things that you've planned out, and aligning them, you can create a life of purpose, of fulfillment, and of stability. So stability will not be far-fetched when you've aligned your rituals to your priorities. Your rituals are those structure that is set around achieving what you're set to achieve. Your rituals, like I rightly said earlier, are those things that you meaningfully manage, right? You perform consciously. They are those intentional actions that you carry out on a regular basis, right? So it will, when you surround it with your priorities, it will help you create. So there's a creation that comes in there. It will help you create a life of purpose, of fulfillment, and of stability. I have here, it says, this intentional approach, it will help you focus on what truly matters, cultivate meaningful habits, and to help you navigate life challenges with confidence and resilience. The fact that you are dogged, you are able to put yourself out there towards achieving that thing that you're set to achieve. You know that this is what I've been practicing, and you are just so confident about doing that which you have planned out to do, right? So aligning your purpose and your priorities towards the rituals that you've set out will help you live and create stability. And by prioritizing what matters most, by prioritizing and drafting it out, you better equipped to achieve your goals and live a life that truly reflects the values that you uphold. you uphold honesty, you uphold diligence and faithfulness, the rituals you set around the priorities that you have would help you achieve a stable life and will help you reflect those things that you really represent, right? So yeah, that will be it from me. Thank you so much. The next slide, I guess that's questions. All right. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. That was a very beautiful session, and I feel that you redefined what it means to actually use rituals to reconstruct your life for me today. Thank you so much, Joy. I am very excited. I have not seen questions because I've also asked that we check questions earlier, but I have not seen any questions, and we are far into the time that we have to spend for this session, but I am very excited that you were able to cover all the ground. And that's the beauty of being able to get the work done. You were able to cover all the grounds. Thank you so much. I am very grateful. And with that in mind, we are going to end this session. However, every questions will be on the channel. So we are going to ask our people to share the questions on the channel so that you can answer them in the reply and in the comments. But beyond no questions, I want to say that you have done well. You have, you have opened the floodgates for what it means to have your ritual and not still think, oh, without my what do I call it, without my routines, my life is not going to work. Oh my God. You don't know how much you have done for me today. Because on many days, I really want to do something. So I'm like, it's part of my routine. I'll do it at the time that it's meant to be. So there is always that excuse. So I want to say a very big thank you for taking the time to do this with us, for taking the time to show up, for taking the time to make sure that we leave here today with a deep understanding of what it means to build rituals, what it means to build rituals into our days, our weeks. And I really love the part where you talked about God, because you said that, sorry, let me open my notes. You said that you can't be Ominidua, you can't do everything. And a missed time with your creator can alter the way your day will go, and that's a very key thing for me. So thank you so much, Joy. Thank you very very much. I promise not to miss my time with my creator going forward. I promise to always pray at the right time and I pray that God help me. Amen. So thank you so much, Joy, for the beautiful session. We are very grateful. We are glad that you made it work. We are glad that you show up, and we are glad that you were patient with us, even when our tech we did anyhow with it. So thank you so much, Joy, and I am going to talk to you in the DM. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Guys, this is day 12. I am very excited, and we are coming closer to the end of this conversation. Thank you so much to everyone who has taken the time to to be here, to watch live, to catch up on the replay. We have 3 more days to go. Please do not forget that you are a very important piece of the puzzle, and without you there is no main character doings. So please engage in the main character community, engage in the comment section, and make sure that you share this, remind others, and let people know what we have been up to. And with this, I say thank you so very much for this beautiful evening. Our speaker, the team at Value Mass Global, and myself, we say a very big thank you for being a part of this conversation. And until tomorrow, 5:30 p.m., same place, same time, I remain Balkis Amzat, and we are going to catch up tomorrow. And with that in mind, I hope that you are able to start to put together your ritual. And with that, please enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.